Thank you for joining us tonight, the last Sunday in February of,
No,
it isn't, oh, January. Oh,
you're
man.
ahead of yourself.
I am ahead of myself. I'm thinking February.
Yeah, we are thinking February. We're putting February notes down. No wonder.
Yeah.
Well, hi, everybody. We are Mike and Jen.
I mean, we're talking football games in February.
We're
It's
talking
February
Super
on the
Bowl.
mind.
Yep.
February on the
Philadelphia's
mind.
going to the Super Bowl. Yes. That's going to be great. And yeah, I'm surprised so many are still watching us tonight because we got the second part now. We'll find out who they're going to play in just a little bit tonight. But this will be fun. Hey, thanks. First of all, before we go, we want to just thank everybody who showed up for our meetup in Destin, Florida last night. We met up at a pretty cool little microbrewery called Beach Camp down across from the harbor in Destin, Florida. And we had over 24 people showed up and had a great time with everybody. It was just so fun to see them. They all got one of our new stickers. You see our stickers? Are these cool stickers? Oh, there's our stickers. Mike and Jen, RV lifestyle. Bo's in the picture. Bo insisted on it, but those are our
make
stickers.
them dizzy.
You show up at our meetups, we'll give you one. And our next meetup is a week from yesterday, next Saturday. We'll be in Linden, Tennessee, and we'll be hanging out there with folks who are coming to see the woodlands of Buffalo River, which is where we have 5 acres, and it's our favorite little RV retreat. So we'll see everybody Saturday there. And you can get details on if you subscribe to our newsletter or whatever. And then Friday night, we'll probably hang out because a lot of people come to that sale that they do on Saturday and they stay at the Commodore Hotel. And we always go into the Commodore on Friday night because there's entertainment. It's fun. So we'll hang out at the Commodore Hotel a little bit and meet the people coming in for that sale Friday night as well.
I've got to say, save me a piece of salmon.
Oh, yeah, we better call Kathy and Mike and tell them we want a piece of salmon. Great salmon. Well, we shouldn't tell anybody. No, don't order the salmon. Let's get the salmon. So anyway, welcome to Ask Us Anything. We hope that you have had a great week. We have been here in the Emerald Coast of Florida, and it's been just delightful. Temperature right now is 66. It's going to be in the 70s for the next couple of days. A little drizzly here. Mm-hmm. Most of the rain, they expected heavy rain, it moved inland a little bit. So we're right on the Gulf Coast, and it's just a couple little spot showers and occasionally. But hey, enough about us. We got to get to your questions, and we know that you have a bunch. Do us a favor, write question all in caps so we can see where the questions are, or comment all in caps, and we know what a comment is, and we'll get to as many as we can as we get going. Our buddy Ed Richards, who's just west of us here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Oh, greetings from soggy, damp, and chilly South Louisiana. It's kind of that here.
Yep. Ed is a solo traveler. And Ed, we were talking with a couple of solo female travelers last night. We're not trying to hook you up or anything here, but we got into discussion, and they didn't think there were many solo travelers. And we say we run into them all the time, and probably 3 to 1 female solo travelers, don't you think? Mm-hmm. And they were very surprised to hear that.
They didn't believe that. In their travels, they didn't experience that.
Yeah. And I think in the last few meetups, only a couple solo travelers that were male. All the rest were female. So, but a lot of them, we had a lady that came from St. Augustine last night. Mm-hmm. And she drove all the way over here to say thank you. And she said we were her inspiration to quit her corporate job, get an RV, and she's been on the road ever since. Mm-hmm. What a great story.
And our other single person came from Cleveland.
Carol came from Cleveland, yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I digress. But Ed, good to see you here. Sharon Childress.
Any news on your fall meetup? We are planning our annual fall trip and want to include your meetup in that trip.
Well, Sharon, we are not as organized as you are. And we just can't.
We just came up with a new idea.
Yeah, we came up with a few minutes ago. So we have to do a little checking, but we're a few weeks away from settling on a place. It would be the first or second week of October, and we have several places in the country that we are considering. So I just can't give you. I mean, we haven't even figured out our summer meetup yet. So our fall one. That's going to be a ways yet before we set. So, but thank you for asking. As soon as we know, we'll put the word out.
Keep asking. Get after that, boy.
Yeah, okay, I'll do it. Daisy Duck.
Hi from Linden, Tennessee. Welcome.
He says, welcome our town. Well, it's our town too, because we've been owned property there
1
in
year
Linden
now,
for
little over a year.
a little over a year. So great. And we'll look forward to seeing you at our meetup next weekend in Linden, Tennessee. Yeah, that'll be fun. Ron Wajaka.
Hello, Mike and Jen from upstate New York.
Hey, Ron. Good to see you with us tonight. Road trip buddy.
Would you ever want to have your own RV resort? Also, what's for dinner?
Dinner's on. You missed it again, road trip buddy. We had
goulash because that's
goulash.
easy.
Well,
That's
actually,
easy.
it's a make ahead meal, right?
Well, yeah, I made enough.
Or did we make it?
You're going to get
it?
sick of it because it's four. I made a big batch and we've got 4.
I never
servings.
get up.
No, I don't. I get sick of it, but you don't.
I love your goulash.
I know.
It's a perfect meal to take on the road. So Jennifer made enough for 4.
A big casserole.
A big casserole, and we'll freeze
I've got
it.
a couple of nights frozen.
So we'll have some of that when we're not eating salmon at the Commodore next Friday night.
And do we ever want our own RV resort?
No, they are too much work.
You have a hard enough time dealing with people booking this place. And our condo that we rent out, you do all the booking.
Yes, I do a lot of screening.
And people have a lot of questions, and
I do
it drives you a little batty. I can't imagine.
Well, it's not even that.
Resort.
We would have to clean it and maintain it.
You hire somebody, but it's hard to get people.
Yeah, no, I never see. Maybe we could franchise out our name, Road Trip Buddy, but no, we wouldn't ever have one. I don't think it'd be way too much work.
Unless Road Trip Buddy wants to help us.
Yeah, you do it. You can use our name. It'd give us a free place to say. Jeffrey Cosmos.
Question: fifth wheels. I see Keystone has a 1/2-ton Cougar model. Does that mean a 1/2-ton truck can pull it?
If it has the towing package on it, yes, they're 1/2-ton. That's one of our video that we just put out yesterday, is about some of their ultralights, as they call them, that can be pulled with a 1/2-ton truck. But you got to have, the towing package, and be careful of how much you load it. You really want to know how much weight you can have on the thing. But yes, you can. We have a 32-foot fifth wheel that technically could probably be filled with a 1/2-ton, but I would not attempt that. Personally, I would always want a 3/4 ton. But yes, the newer ones, they say, can do it. Just make sure you have the towing package. Julie Thompson.
Did you buy a new fifth wheel? That
No.
one with the office was pretty cool.
Somebody saw that video that we put yesterday. We fell in love with a couple of really fun fifth wheels, and a Montana that had a front office, and we were kind of gushing over it. We were having fun with it.
Yeah.
But they posted on the YouTube comment, they said, anybody want to make a bet how long it takes before the Wendlands have a new fifth wheel? But no, Julie, we did not buy a new fifth wheel. We still kind of like our Arcadia 32-footer, but I won't say never.
You never say never.
And then somebody else came up to us at the meet and greet, wanted to know if we bought an Airstream, because last week you said
I always say I want an Airstream.
You do want an Airstream.
Well, we keep people guessing, don't we? We keep ourselves guessing.
Good thing the people from Thor don't watch our videos, because they'd be on the phone with us. Bob Martin and his crew over there. KB Dalal.
Hey, it was fun last night. Got our sticker.
Good
Thank
man.
you for coming.
Good. KB, put it on your card. She was a great.
You got everybody upside down.
Yeah, put us upside. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll carry these with you. If you've ever run into us on the road, don't run into us. But if you see us in the road, ask for one. We'll always have them with us.
And then Jan
Anderson, Jan and Dan that we met last night.
Yeah, they helped pick out the place where we decided to meet.
And thank you, Shirley Benoit, for a $2.99 super sticker. Thank you so much. That helps. Every little bit helps. YouTube thanks you too, because I think they take 80% of it. but thank you, Shirley. Beverly Johnson.
Is it warmer in the Keys?
In
it
the
should
Keys,
be.
Oh yeah, the Keys are pushing 80 every day.
I mean, I
usually.
checked the weather today and it was like 80 in Tampa.
Let's find out. Everybody, watch your Alexas. Alexa, what's the temperature in Key West?
Right now, in Key West, Florida, it's 77 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's pretty good.
Tonight, expect a low of 73 degrees.
In the high tomorrow, 80 degrees, it says. So everybody else's Alexa's answering the same question. But yes, it's always warmer. They say South of Sarasota, you can normally plan on close to 80 degrees this time of year, but not always, but normally.
My brother told us not to buy where we bought.
He was
and
in Naples.
He was in Naples. And we bought here because our oldest son and his wife and their family lived in Albany, Georgia. So we wanted to be a doable drive to attend football games.
But then they moved up
To Nashville.
to Nashville, Tennessee. Oh, well, but now we're in Linden, which is only 90 minutes from, or 90 miles from Nashville. So Joe Ellen Crown Cobell.
Good luck. I'm trying to talk my husband into the RV lifestyle. Good
Well,
luck.
Joe Ellen, you can
Usually
go alone.
opposites marry.
You can go alone. We've met a lot of women over the years who husbands are too wimped out to go RVing, and so they go on their own.
Yeah, a lot of women, their husbands travel with their work and they are sick of traveling. And husbands that just have no desire whatsoever to do that. And, once in a while you can sneak off and have an adventure.
Yep. But keep working on him. If you want to go, he should want to go too, right? Hot Paws Creations.
All right. I've always traveled solo since my 20s, and I'm in my 60s now.
See? Good for you. Everybody's different. Steve Egbert, Tulare, California.
Yeah, I'm a solo weekend warrior, own a house, and the diesel pusher.
So you got a big one. Okay,
That's
Steve. Good for you. And there's a guy, I think.
Yeah,
Yep,
Steve.
looks like a guy's picture. Yep,
You better put your glasses on.
Well, you never know.
Steve?
Yeah,
Okay.
could be Stevie. Linda Barcue.
It could be. Hello from Big Pine Key, Florida, camping down here. Weather is great despite the occasional pop-up shower.
That's what we've kind of had today. We snuck a little walk and barely made it back until one of those little pop-up showers came.
Yeah.
A shower at 65 degrees, 70 degrees is still much preferable to a 36-degree shower like we get back home in Michigan. So that's good. Cy the Car Guy.
Hi, all. Was able to go to my first RV show this year in St. Louis, Missouri. The arena was packed with families looking at RVs of all kinds. Thank you for your videos and channel.
This is peak RV show season. If you go to rvlifestyle.com, our RV travel flag, we have a comprehensive post that we update all the time about every RV show in the country. You can share it by month, and then you can find what's near you. There are a gazillion. And also, if you subscribe to the RV Lifestyle newsletter, every Monday, we also put at the bottom of the newsletter all the upcoming shows. So if you haven't subscribed to the newsletter, just go to rvlifestyle.com and you'll find the link there to subscribe to the newsletter. But by all means, this is peak RV show season, and it's a lot of fun.
It is.
It is. Nancy Florence.
Have you any info on the Canadian Maritimes?
Going this summer?
Going this summer.
Yeah, it's a long trip. It's a lot of fun. It's absolutely gorgeous there. We've got, I think, a couple of blog posts on our blog over the years on the Maritimes. It's probably next to Alaska, the most popular long distance, because it's a bit of a hike to get there, but it's probably next to Alaska, the most popular RV bucket list destination,
And
ultra destination.
even last night, everybody was sharing about all the wonderful adventures they've had in Canada.
Yep. Canada.
A lot of beautiful country up there.
Their national parks, their provincial parks are beautiful. And of course, the Maritimes are just spectacular. So you will enjoy it. But it's a long trip, a couple of months to get there and back and to actually adequately see it. From one of our users on Facebook.
Would love to talk about Sleep Number adjustable beds. Can you do a residential one inside a fifth wheel or any large RV or the RV version? How well does it stand up to the residential?
I don't know about the RV version, but they're too heavy.
That's what I'd worry about, is the weight. And I didn't know that Sleep Number made one for the RV.
Yeah, I've never seen that. If they do, that would be interesting. We just put in the best mattress we've ever had.
We've had, so, in all of our years.
In 11 years of RVing, we've gone through a lot of mattresses. It's been our chief complaint of every RV we've had until now. And in fact, they're going to be joining us as a sponsor, but it's RV Mattress from Brooklyn Bedding. And I know if I give you an email address, you can go check it out. It's RV mattress / RV lifestyle. And then if you use RV lifestyle, they give you 20% off. These are really nice mattresses. And we liked it so much that we ordered one for our home too, from the same company. So there's a lot of different RV mattresses. I'm not going to buy every one and try them all, but this one, some friends recommended it, and we are absolutely thrilled with it. Best we've had in 11 years.
And now we've had a Sleep Number bed.
We
had
have
that
a Sleep Number bed
for years, and
yeah.
now we have a Tempur-Pedic
At home.
at home.
And we're in the house we're remodeling in
We're
Michigan.
downsizing.
We're going to get one of these RV mattresses from Brooklyn Bedding. Only it's not going to be an RV mattress. They make a house version too.
Right, because the house version is heavier.
I think we will. Yes, I think we will get somebody from the company on one of our podcasts, because it's we get asked about mattresses a lot, and the dilemma you have is the size of the mattress and the weight of the mattress. Because a lot of RVs just, you're pretty maxed up at that maximum weight that they can carry. So one of the most heavy things in an RV is the mattress. So you want to make sure that it doesn't put you over the weight limit.
Something that I found really interesting, and forgive me if I've told you this before, was that when we were at the Tampa show, I heard for the first time that if you put in 2 extra seat belts, they needed to reduce the interior weight, or the exterior, the whole weight of the RV by 300 pounds.
I wonder why.
Because
it's not.
Because with the seat belts, you can carry 2 more people, and they're figuring 150 pounds for a person. And I thought that very interesting. And well, that was Leisure who told me that. Leisure, Don. And, I don't know if all manufacturers do that or not, because I've always pulled my hair out because I want 4 seat belts.
Yeah. So they have to reduce it
300 pounds. Well, that's their policy. Now, I don't know. We'll have to ask some other people out there who manufacture RVs if they do anything like that, if they lower the weight. I don't think they do. Because, I have been in some RVs where they got seat belts every 2 feet.
Well, maybe they do. Maybe they do reduce it. It might be because Leisures are built in Canada and there's different standards.
Yes,
but it's very
I
interesting.
bet that's it.
Very interesting to know. And of course, Americans are more overweight than any other country in the world, so maybe that's why they did
make it 500.
I don't know. But that's really interesting.
Yeah, but and then I would think most people would have kids, or no, you might be a couple of adults. I don't know.
Matthew Blau, the question that we were asking last week.
No, we didn't see Hoosier Custom Cruiser at Tampa. Are they still in business?
I don't know.
We were going to check into that because we didn't see them.
Well, I did check, and I did not see them exhibiting last year. And we were very impressed with them, gave them a great review this year. And we looked. I did not see them. If they were there, we missed them. In 5 days of scouring that campgrounds, we would have run into them, I think.
We didn't cover every inch.
Pretty much we did, dear.
We should have.
5 miles every day. Yeah.
We were curious too.
TG.
Can we expect new floor plans for the Hershey show, or is that only Tampa show each year?
No, Hershey kind of gives you a sneak peek at the 2024 models. And what you saw, although Tampa is now becoming a place where they'll introduce new models and prototypes, the 2023s are the next year's models are genuinely introduced at Hershey in the fall, trying to make it like automobile models, And then at Tampa, they'll show you refinements of them and others, and new models that they didn't exhibit at Hershey. The 2 shows are. I think Tampa is better attended than Hershey
because it's warmer,
and I frankly like Tampa better. I think it's more fun as a show because they have more entertainment. A lot of RVers like Tampa because you can bring your dog if it's on a leash, or if you put it in a stroller. No such that's not allowed at Hershey, and something like 65% of all RVers travel with dogs. Tampa has huge areas for rallies and RV clubs to meet on the grounds. Hershey really doesn't have many of that, many spots for camping. They have some, but not many. But they're both big shows. We usually attend both. Mm-hmm. So, but there'll be some new floor plans at Hershey. There will be a big trend, lighter and home offices and offices for remote workers. That's what we're
Yeah.
seeing in all RVs pretty
That's
much.
what people want.
Yep. Nancy Jenkins.
I hope to be back on the road east in Canada mid-spring at the garage getting fixed. And I'm getting over injuries from a November accident. Well, I'm sorry that you had a November accident.
Yep. Well, good. Glad it's going to get fixed.
Maybe it's at the garage. Maybe that was the
Yep.
injuries from a November accident.
Yep. Well, I think she was in an accident in her van there.
Mm-hmm.
Daisy Duck.
Oh, what did you do with your motorhome you had?
It's sitting in our driveway back in Michigan, the house that we're selling, so we can move to the other side of the state. We're going to be taking that out probably in about 2 weeks. We've got
Yep.
a trip planned
We
for
got
that.
a little trip
So,
planned for the motorhome.
yeah. And we'll probably leave our fifth wheel in Linden, or maybe even down here. We just were talking about.
What's the place to camp in the wintertime? Well,
Where?
wherever you would like to camp, it depends
It's a
on whatever's
big country, John.
close to you. If you want snow, you've got to figure out where there's snow. If you just want to go camp, check your local area and see what campgrounds are open.
There's camping in every state in the
Mhm.
wintertime. Now, I don't know what you want. If you want warm weather, go to Florida. We found a great spot that we had no problems getting in, both going and coming in Florida, in the Ocala North RV Resort, just north of Ocala, Florida, right off I-75. A terrific RV community there. We had a pull-through site both times we stayed there.
Mhm.
And we did so without any real advanced snow reservations. They had lots of spots.
And they're building another campground.
And they're building a big one. We have a big blog post today. If you haven't been over the blog, if you're a Florida camper, they've added like 3,000 new sites in Florida over the last couple of few months. The folks we met at Ocala North are adding, I think, a 600 site RV community on a lake right nearby there. That'll be open next year. So a lot of RVers in Florida. And then after that, probably Arizona is the next most popular. And then Texas.
Mhm.
You know, the Rio Grande Valley is very popular for RVers too. So wherever you want to go, John, there's camping everywhere. Mark Tidwell.
So I'm selling my house because I'm downsizing. We're doing that too. What's the best RV to buy that I can live in? And what do I need to do about the roof? Seems like everyone I know that has a camper, well, at some point the roof leaks.
Well, we've had 6 RVs
I bet
in
we've had
11
more than
years. We probably had more than that. Never had a roof leak yet. Knock on wood.
I
here.
wonder how old.
Yeah, you buy an
how
old one,
old.
you got to take care of the roof.
Yeah, there is maintenance.
And John, there's no way I can tell you what the best RV to buy that you can live in. I will tell you that if you want the best RV to live in, it's going to cost you close to $300,000. Advanced RV, Gretsch RV, Coach House RV for
How about
Class
the
Bs
new
and
RV
Cs.
that's coming out that we're going to be telling about?
The new why can't I think of that? Brinkley, the new Brinkley fifth wheels. Those don't cost quite that much, but yeah. Watch all of our videos that we're putting out on Tampa.
Yeah.
But Mark, if you're going to buy a used RV, you're going to have problems sooner than people who have a new RV does, right? Just like a car.
But what I found interesting was that, I don't know if this is true or not, I thought I heard the Brinkley person say that theirs is guaranteed. You can live in it full time and
not void the
not
warranty.
void the warranty, because most manufacturers tell you
They're not
made to live in.
That's right.
Full time.
90% of all the RVs sold are not meant to be used full time. Not saying that people don't do it and they do it fine, but they're not meant that way. And sometimes it'll void the warranty if that's the case. So check that out when you're buying. And if you're buying used, get an RV inspector, have it checked. Don't look it over yourself and think that you know what you're looking at. Get an official RV inspector, just like you do when you buy a house, and have it checked so you know what you're getting into and what needs to be fixed.
That was such a big surprise for me to hear that if you lived in it full time, that it voids out your warranty.
I don't know if it
that's
does that
true.
with everybody or not.
I don't know if
and
that's
how much
true.
of that was just salesman talk trying to sell us a Brinkley, but I've heard that before, and I think that that's true on some makes.
So it's a
you gotta
question
ask.
that you need to ask.
Yep. All right. Jeffrey Cosmos.
Another one on fifth wheels, a small one. Is it too much for a solo traveler? My dogs are no help in backing up.
I would not, if I was a solo traveler, I probably would not buy a fifth wheel. One, you don't need all of that room as a solo unless you have
A lot of
multiple
dogs.
And if you have multiple dogs, you're going to have trouble finding places to stay because more and more campgrounds are prohibiting people with multiple dogs from staying there. So I probably would not recommend a fifth wheel. There is a lot more work. And as I learned the very, very hard way just 2 weeks ago when I was backing in at Tampa, you do need two people to help you back in and get out.
And what I can say is that there are a lot of pull-through spots, a lot of places where you can pull in. You don't have to back up. You're limiting yourself a little bit by, wanting to pull through. And something else, people, if you're in a campground, there's a lot of
always
people that
somebody
will help you.
So
And they are delighted to help you, 99%.
So you can do it. But Jeffrey, if you have not RV'd before, hooking up, unhooking, even now, I've had ours since April. It's a bit intimidating at times, although I'm getting increasingly comfortable with it. I'll say that, and love traveling with it. But it's certainly more challenging driving, hooking up, unhooking a fifth wheel than it is in a motorhome. And if you want more room for you and your pets, try a Class C. I would probably recommend that to start with. A Class C with a slide or two, and it's easier to drive. You might even get one that you tow a vehicle with, because that's not hard to tow. So check it out, Jeffrey. You got a lot of research you need to do.
I've got a lot of questions that I need to know before Jeffrey can do this or not.
Yeah.
About a small one. How much camping has he done? Maybe he has a truck. How comfortable are you backing in that truck? Any old parking spot. What do you do for an occupation? There's a lot of things.
How many dogs do you have? And
I mean, you can do it. You can do anything.
Yeah, but
check it out. It's just not quite as easy.
Don Satow.
What do you think about auto snow stocks versus chains for snow driving?
We drive in snow every winter. We've done it 11 years. I've never put chains on. I've never put snow tires on. I've never put auto snow socks on. I don't think they're needed. Now, out west, if you're going up and down mountains, some of the mountains in the winter require chains.
Have to.
And I don't know if they allow snow socks, but I don't have chains, never will have chains. And we just drove in a blizzard, pulling the fifth wheel across the Mackinac Bridge with the wind so strong, the snow was going sideways. We drove on snow-covered, slippery, icy roads, and we drove just fine. That's towing a fifth wheel. We've had similar experiences with Class C's and Class B's. So I don't think you need to get chains. I don't think you need to get snow socks. I don't think you need to get snow tires unless you're going up and down mountains out west all the time. And I can't give you any more help on that, except to say that our vehicles have all worked great in snow, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you'd let me know if they didn't. If we started sliding, she'd make me go over the side of the road. Jack Partain.
Camping on St. George Island for the first time. You are right. This area is great.
Down in the Big Bend area of Florida. It's called the Forgotten Coast. And I'm glad to hear that, Jack. We were going to stop there on the way back from Tampa, but had a couple things that we had to keep moving. But that's one of our favorite areas. Love that area.
Mm-hmm.
Felicia Evans.
We are planning on going to the Hershey in September. We're on our boat looking to RVs 6 months of the year while we live on the boat. Not sure about RV size, gas or diesel. Got a lot of decisions to make. You're used to a small space because you live on a boat and you're not sure about the RV size. Do you want the freedom of having a car or truck and just leaving your RV, or are you comfortable with a motorhome that you just go? Got a lot of decisions to make.
But being boaters, you're well equipped to downsizing and living in a smaller space. So you're going to adjust faster than any other newbies out there.
I mean, we're selling our house of 30 years. All of you who have done that, you feel our pain.
Oh, Yeah. We almost don't want to sell, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe we won't.
Yeah, we got a few months into this and we,
Yeah.
dang, we should have died in this house.
Yeah. We
Let
can
the
just
kids-
travel in the
Let the kids
RVs.
deal with this.
Quit dealing with that. Let's just keep traveling in the RVs.
Bring it in a state person.
And we will,
Sell
you
it.
know, we've got all these trips going. I don't know how we're going to have time to move because we've got all these trips we're doing. Sanjo,
Hi from Minnesota. Cold front coming in. We enjoy watching you go through the fifth wheels. They are really nice.
Thank
they
you.
are nice.
Hey, Sanjo, can I ask you a favor and ask everybody this? If you haven't already, would you subscribe to our YouTube channel? It really, really helps get our videos seen by more people, which then means that we can do more videos. So if you haven't, just hop over to the RV Lifestyle channel on YouTube and subscribe. It really helps. But thank you. We have a bunch more videos coming.
There's more coming.
We thought about doing one epic, but it would have been like 2 hours long. So next week, we're going to look at some brand new fifth wheels. We're going to look at an Italian model that's been upgraded and will soon be for sale. We're going to look at an incredible $800,000 ultra, the most energy efficient RV we've ever seen. With, I think they have 5,000 watts of solar on the roof. You can boondock for weeks at a time on it. It's so cool. It has well, I don't want to give it away, but that'll be next week. We got some really cool RVs. We'll show
And
you
then
next
there's another
week,
one coming up with some bees. And
we got a
Cs.
whole bunch of bees that we saw. The ultimate bees, I think, that we were really impressed with. And we have a couple of C's and
Got
just
2 more coming.
we got, I think, at least 2 more from the show. We got the whole thing about me breaking out the window and how we fixed it and what we learned, more importantly.
So that you don't have to do this.
We've got a great podcast interview. We picked up the show about that'll come out this week on not drinking dirty campground water, which is a huge problem. And we'll help you with that. So we have a lot. We came away with a lot of content from that show. So Sanjo, thank you for the kind words. Jeff Newman.
Thinking of heading to the RV MH Museum in Elkhart on Thursday. Time for a road trip.
It is. And it's a Harvest Host place, Jeff. So call them up and just, if you're a member of Harvest Host, and make sure that you stay, and you can stay right on the grounds for free. They have a great area there. We did a whole meetup there last summer. Really enjoyed it. Melissa Ferguson Lyle.
Hello from Midland, Michigan. I am relatively new to the RV life and have learned a lot from you. Thank you. First off, I got to tell you, Mike and I are from Bay City. Bay City, Midland, Saginaw, our little
Bay City.
triangle.
Midland. Oh,
Yeah.
this way. There we go. Midland. Yeah.
So hi,
13
neighbor.
miles away. Yeah. Hi, neighbor. Yep. Great to meet you, Melissa. Johnny Lightning.
Okay. I read the question, then did we answer it? I got carried away from Bay City. Hopefully
yes,
we did.
she was
Okay.
thanking us. She says,
Okay.
we met Johnny Lightning at the Tampa show last week.
That is a reason for the reduction. It's part of the federal safety law.
The what you said about the
300 pounds.
300 pounds for the seatbelts, reducing it.
Yeah.
Well, good to know, Johnny. Amazing things you learned at the show. Joan G.
Thank you so much for all the helpful charts and videos. We learned so much from both of you. If you ever need ideas, we would love to see more offices. You are correct. We want very interesting.
Yep.
Thanks.
We will have.
They're working on offices.
Everyone all of the fairly larger ones had an office, and even they're trying to figure it out with the bees. They don't have nearly as much real estate to work with as the bee to get you an office, but they're trying to figure that out. And they're with us forever now because so many people will be remote working forever.
I got to tell you what you did, taking out our kitchen table and a nice bench with storage underneath and 2 chairs, and having Courtney put in that desk with 2 drawers and getting 2 office chairs.
Real office chairs.
Real
not
office
those
chairs
junky little ones
that
come
we
standard.
could just, put this band around the back and keep them in place. That was wonderful because that is workspace.
If you wonder what we're talking about an upgrade we did to our fifth wheel last summer. Courtney, the flippin' nomad, came by and we told her we wanted some dedicated office space, and she really helped us out with it. We absolutely love it.
But
we love it.
It's
on. There's a video on YouTube. You can find
a video that you can watch. I mean, it's really a simple change.
Yeah. Bonnie Schwenk.
Hello, trying to camp at Fort Crescent, Michigan. Do you know any good campsites?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch there. Just look at the ones closest to the water. The problem is, no, in Fort Crescent, you have to go over a sand dune to get to Lake Huron, if I remember right. They're all good spots. They're all good spots. You can look at this. Michigan's DNR has maps and photos of every site. So I can't give you the numbers of them. We go to so many, I can't remember. But I believe you go over a sand dune when you're there. Maybe not. Maybe they're
I
right
know
on the
that's
water.
wilderness. You go over a sand dune.
But we just did some video there when we did the Great Lakes Shoreline Tour. And I remember climbing a sand dune to get to the lake. But Port Crescent is a great spot. It's right here on the very tip of Michigan's thumb into Lake Michigan. State campgrounds where you want to go. The state park, Port Crescent State Park. Ty Webb.
Mike, do you hook up waste every stop or just when the tank gets to greater than 1/3?
That's a great question. We just answered it on the podcast this past week, as a matter of fact. It depends. If I'm going to stay there several days, I'll hook it up because I just want to get it over with. I hate that job. And I have what's called a Valterra valve on the black, where the gunk comes off. And it basically lets you seal that so it doesn't drip or anything. And then I hook up the hose. And then I only empty the black tanks. I get them 2/3 to all full. If I have to even put water in for 5 minutes when we're going to leave, when I want to empty them, water's your best friend. But I really don't. If I'm only going to be there a day or two, I don't.
Yeah,
even bother
often
dumping.
if we're not going to be there that long, you don't.
Yeah, I'll wait
And
until
naturally,
down
it depends on where we're going. If there's going to be
Yeah.
someplace to dump, or if we're going north, or
if I'm staying like one night and the next night I'm going to be putting it in storage for a week or two or a month, then I will empty it then. But you really don't want to empty it until it's 2/3 to full. 2/3 full is the minimum. If you have to put a whole bunch on,
water.
a whole bunch of water in, just do that first.
Mhm.
Good question, Ty.
Yeah.
Paul Drews.
Have you camped in Wisconsin? And what cities?
Oh gosh, the Dora Peninsula. We've clamped all the way up 94 into Minnesota. Every place, there's just lots of great camping in Wisconsin. So the whole route, we love taking that 94 route, the northern route to the west. So we'll often do that. The only downside with that is I refuse to drive anywhere near Chicago. So like Atlanta, Chicago is the only place worse traffic than Atlanta. And so we've even taken the ferry across Lake Michigan to avoid Chicago. And that was fun. We put the RV on the thing. It's really been fun. But we've been all along. There's lots of places. The Dora Peninsula has many, and check them. Time to remind you to go check our partners. Many of them are listed. You can get special deals, oftentimes discounts, and you can find that at rvlifestyle.com. So go over there and look around. Our books are all there. And, you can find many things. That's where you find our books at rvlifestyle.com shop and our cool shirts.
I really like that
graphic.
shirt.
See that? Isn't that cool?
I like
my
that.
favorite sweatshirt.
Me
actually.
too. That's my favorite.
Yeah. Your adventure awaits. All right. Oh my gosh, we've been 40 minutes. We're going to watch a football game tonight. We'll see who the Eagles are going to play. It should be pretty good. Interesting podcast coming up this week. If you are unaware of how dirty campground water can be, you want to watch this video because we're going to show you a great filtering system. And we have no financial insight and interest in this at all. It's the system we use. We got a great interview on what you need to know about water filters, because many of you buy these, same ones we used to get, these cheap little tubes with carbon, just loose carbon, and you'll realize how that doesn't really do much of a job. And it's a great education thing coming up on the podcast on Wednesday. More videos Saturday from our experience at Tampa, and we're pretty excited about that. And let's see. We got any other questions? I see a couple of them. There's one from Facebook about water. Do you have city water over there in Linden on your property? Yes, we do.
We have city.
We are along a county road. We bought in the first phase of this 5,000 acre development. They're doing the final phase. They're selling Saturday. But when we got in the first phase, we were able to get a lot that has city water, and we we just are delighted with that. We didn't have to drill a well. Everybody else has to drill a well, pretty much. That's buying after we did, and that's pretty good. Eagles already played. I just said that. I already saw the Eagles.
Who the
They
Eagles are
won.
going
I just
to-
said we're going to find out who they're
who-
going to play in the Super Bowl.
Got to
Yeah.
enunciate more.
Oh, well, yeah. Go Eagles. Yep. All right, you guys. Hey, that was fun. Thank you so much. Again, we'll be in Linden, Tennessee for all of you going down for that the final phase of the. Can you believe they're going to finish up that whole development?
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to seeing some of our friends down there as well. And we'll be doing a meet and greet with all those land shoppers next Saturday morning, someplace out there. So wherever they go. You guys are great. Remember to check out the RV Lifestyle blog, new content every day. We've got a really great post coming. We got a great one today. If you haven't read it, about all the new camping spots added in Florida, go check that out tonight if you want. And then we've got a really good one coming tomorrow and Tuesday, kind of a 2-part series on our ultimate guide to boondocking for 2023. And then on Tuesday, we're going to give you some great boondocking spots that we have found around the country.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up.
So, oh yeah, tell them, thumbs up.
You.
No, you.
Thumbs up.
Okay, we want you. Then you have to demonstrate it for me. Okay, so we need you to go to the YouTube channel. If you're on YouTube or on Facebook, and hit a like if you're on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, hit the thumbs up button. And again, please subscribe. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, we would be eternally grateful as we try and figure out if anybody's watching us or not. And that's how we know if you subscribe. You guys are the best. We'll see you down the road.
Happy trails.